Yeah. Okay. So as I mentioned, it's day 2 of Python, day 3 actually. So in the day 1, actually, we have covered few of the data types. Okay. So while working in Python, so we have to go through the data types. So I believe you have the idea of what is data type. If we have already worked in C, C++, any of the programming languages, the data should be having this kind of data types. It can be integer, it can be floating data type, it is boolean, it can be string, it can be list, it can be tuple, set, dictionary. So those are the different data types Python can handle. So we have covered most of the data types in last 2 classes: integer, float, boolean, string, list, dictionary. Okay, just to let you know, string, list, tuple, set, dictionary, those are combination of the array. It's kind of array. Okay, I mean multiple elements are being stored in a single variable of string. Okay, just to quickly, I mean, let you know. So for Python, how Python codes can be done? Let me quickly show you. Maybe Tanvir, it can be repetitive for you. Just I'm taking 2 to 3 more minutes just
No
to
problem. No problem.
raise. I mean, just to let Parth
Yeah, yeah,
and
understood. Yeah,
Revan
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So
sure.
Python interpreter has that intelligence that when I'm declaring any particular variable, suppose I'm assigning variable, so v is a variable name. I can put anything. Suppose where is a variable, but I should not use Python keyword. Okay. So what is Python keyword? If we are working in PyCharm, I can directly get it. PyCharm is very important tool. It will be helping me. If I'm putting anything wrong, it will be helping with the red color underline or this kind of error sign. Okay. So that will be helping us if there is anything wrong. If I'm using any keyword in place of any particular coding things and all, which is not appropriate. If we are using this kind of thing, it should be helping us with error. Okay. So I'm assigning, this is a variable. I can put any name and I'm assigning something. Suppose I'm assigning an integer 4. Okay. So I can check the data type of this variable. How to check it? It's only type. Type where. So I'm checking the type of where. I'm just printing what is the type of variable. So this is the output. I executed this thing. Okay, there's lots of Python files are open. So whichever I want to execute, just I have to check the thing from the drop down list and execute it. It will be giving me the output. Okay. So I can do this kind of thing. 4 plus 5. I can just print on top of that. Print is the inbuilt function of Python. It should be printing the output. That's it. I'm doing 4 plus 5. See, it's returning me 9. Okay. If this is those are integer thing. 4 is integer, 5 is integer. If I want to put any string value, just I need to enclose the thing by quotes. Either it can be single quote or it can be double quotes. Just like A. Okay. If I just eliminate this quote, it will be throwing me error because just like the SQL thing, you can remember in SQL part. So the character or string data type should be always enclosed by quote. Here is the same concept. Okay, one more important concept. In SQL, we have learned that SQL is not a case sensitive language, but in Python, it is case sensitive. I cannot put P as capital P. Capital P is different print. So it should be throwing an error. So Python is case sensitive. Each time we have to maintain the proper cases of the keywords. Otherwise, it should be throwing an error. Okay. So I'm just putting A. I'm just putting data type of A. Putting another bracket. You can see it's a string data type. Okay. It's a class of string. So likewise, we have covered integer float a bit. What is Boolean? Boolean, there is only two data for Boolean. Either it can be true and it can be false. Let me put instead of a. Okay, Tanvir, you can see this difference. True. True is the data of Boolean data type. So if I'm just running it, it's bool. Now I'm enclose a code, single code. What should it return?
It should be a what's it called? Not an integer. It should be a string.
Correct. So if we do not put any code, so true is the data of Boolean data type, bool. Okay, just I showed. It's bool data type. That means Boolean. We can also put false over here. True and false. This is Boolean. Only two datas are there in Boolean data type. But if we just enclose that individual, I mean single quote over here, it should be a string data type because it's not now a Boolean data type. It's enclosed a string. It's, I mean, just like this is a false answer. This kind of string, if I pass it, so it's just like a string data type. Okay, it's enclosed by code. That is why it's a string data type. So just like string, you can see string can be combination of multiple elements. F, A, L, S, E. So this thing we can also call character array. Individual characters are there. It's a array of characters. Okay. Similar kind of stuffs we have learned list. List is very important thing we have learned in last session. So please go through the recording. If you are facing any difficulty, you can quickly discuss. We have also covered dictionary. Okay. So I'll be quickly repeating what is list, not dictionary. So today we'll be quickly learning what is tuple and set. So we'll be covering all the basics of the data types. Then we'll be starting the fundamental things of Pythons. So just quickly I'm going through tuple part. So while declaring list, okay, let me just quickly let you know how list can be declared. I'm assigning the list value, suppose L1. It should be declared with a square bracket. Okay, square bracket open and close. Inside this, I can put the elements with comma separator. Comma separator. 1, 2, 4, 5. Even it can be. I can put some characters as well. G. Putting some boolean. True. Okay. So this is called a list. Those things we have discussed in last classes. We have also discussed that list is mutable in nature. So during runtime, I can change any element. So after declaration of the data type, we can do lots of things on top of this, lots of conversation. Lots of changing on top of that based on different transformation. Okay, that transformation can be done by lots of functions or methods available for this list. Okay, just let me show you print of this list, how it should be working. And I'm also showing the data type of this list, that is L1. I'm printing two things. So the first thing, it's just giving me the same output 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4, 5 FG true. And when I'm printing the output, what is the data type of L1? Is simply the class is list. Okay. So, and the last we have also worked lots of methods on top of this list. Suppose I'm working L1 dot append. I'm working append method on top of this list. Suppose I'm appending some value, suppose 99. After that, I'm printing L1 again. So you can see a new element has been added. Let me print the same thing after this statement. And then I'm printing the same thing again, this statement over here. Okay, you can see the difference between these two. So by this operation, a particular thing has been appended, that is 99. This is a new key element, and append is the method name by which I am operating on top of this list to append this 99. So we have worked, I mean, 4 or 5 methods on top of this, but there are lots of methods available on top of list. But just to let you know, this kind of methods I can operate on top of list to update the data, update the elements number inside the list. That is why we can say list is a it's a mutable data type. In the last we have also checked string is not a mutable one. Okay. The similar kind of stuffs we'll be learning in tuple in today's session. Tuple is same thing as list. Okay, Tanvir. So tuple is same thing as list, but the okay, now I'm going to tuple. Just a quick question to Parth. Is there any doubt? Whatever we have learned, the things in Python, or you were stuck in anywhere?
No, I'm able to follow.
Okay, okay. So just, I mean, you can check and quickly check the recordings of last 2 days for at least for Python. Then it should be quite clear for you. And Revant, if you are stuck in any point while we are discussing, then please stop me and ask questions. Okay. As you are quite new for the IT fields, so uh, it can take some time, but it is very, very easy. There is nothing difficult over here. It's very simple actually. So I'm now going to tuple the new things. So I'm declaring the variable T1. I can do anything. Variable is user defined, user's choice. I can put only simple T equal. Only difference is tuple should be declared within this brace. Okay. Putting 1, 2, 3, anything I can put. I can also put heterogeneous element. It cannot be only integers. It can I put particular this R. I am putting a true. Okay. So this is a tuple. Let me print the thing, or let me print the data type of T as well. The same thing, whatever I have done in the previous example, as taking as a list data type. Okay, so you can see it's a tuple. Okay, so tuple is nothing but it's a similar kind of things what we have learned in list, but only difference is tuple is not mutable in nature, it's immutable. Okay, this is the only difference what tuples and list is having. Slicing part. So whatever we have covered in list slicing, slice means we want to get particular elements to be displayed. That is called slicing. Please go through the previous recording. Slicing is very easy. You can get it from there. So it's similar kind of thing. Whatever we have covered in list, the tuple can be having same thing. But the main difference is it's immutable in nature. As it's immutable, that is why there is no, very small number of methods are there which can be worked on top of tuple. So how to check the methods? Just put T, then put a dot. So you can see those are the available methods, index and count. Those are called under methods. I'm not going to this thing now. Double underscore, then method name. Just concentrate on these two methods, index and count. Those are the only methods which can be operated on top of tuple. But if you can remember, if you are using list, there are lots of methods available, maybe more than 15. Okay. So what are the methods? Let me just show you the two methods. It's called index and count. Count is nothing but it will be count the number of frequency a particular element is there. So I'm putting 2 over here. Okay. I'm putting print on top of that. So it means 2 is present or available how many times in this tuple. That's it. It's 1. Let me put one more 2 over here. Okay, it's 2. Okay, this is the thing how count should work. Okay, that's it. And another particular thing was there, find, or sorry, index. Index will return. Let me put index. Okay, index will return. Let me put R. So each element is there in which index. Okay. Okay, R is present in third index. The first one is 0th index, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's returning 3. Okay, so these are the two methods are available. In list, we have worked with append, we worked with pop, we worked with insert. By those method, we are updating the element. We are appending something. We are appending based on the particular indexes. We are popping out the elements from a particular list. But as I told, tuple is not mutable. Once we are declaring one tuple, we cannot update the values of this tuple. So that is why we do not have those methods available for tuple. So why tuples can be used? If we are having list, the question may comes to in your mind. So why tuple can be used? So suppose I am preparing some applications over there. Suppose a cab driver's application, and I need to store the particular coordinates or particular coordinates of latitude and longitude of particular places or particular cities, okay, in a particular array. But you can think that particular latitude longitude combination cannot be modifiable. So where to store the particular thing? So if the particular thing is not modifiable, if that particular thing is static in nature, just we need to store it somewhere. If this is the scenario, we'll be preferring to use or declare a tuple to store those information. But if we want to update some elements, whatever we have stored there, so that time we need to use a list. So list functionality is obviously higher. We have discussed it already. And when we'll be learning pandas and all, we'll be using lots of times list only because the larger usage of list. Okay. Moving to the next topic, set. This is the last data type. Set is nothing but, as we have learned in set theory, the similar kind of thing, set is there. Set is the data type. How set can be declared? Set can be declared by curly braces. Let's declare a variable set called s equal, put the curly braces. Inside there, we can declare the set. Set can be also contains the heterogeneous, no issue. Let me put 5, 3. Okay, I'm putting this thing. One more important thing set is having. Two concept of set. The first line is called ordered collection of unique objects. So that means ordered collection means whatever data I'm putting over here, set will be ordering it, means sorting it properly. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. If I'm printing the same set, I'm printing the set. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's ordering whatever I'm inputting over there, it's ordering the thing in ascending in nature. Okay. And one more important thing, unique objects means if there is duplicate things available, let me put 3 again. Let me put 2 again. Okay. Let me put over here 1. So this is the combination of set elements. I'm printing it again. I can see it's removing the duplicates and it's ordering it properly. So that is why set is nothing but ordered collection of unique objects. List will not remove duplicates. Tuple will not remove duplicates, but set it is having the property. I need to use set data type when I need to collect the information which are unique, which cannot be duplicated over here. And if we just want everything in a ordered manner, then I can use set. Okay, it's clear for everyone. Tanveer, Parth, Revant.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple. So lots
Was
of things I
actually,
can.
I was actually thinking I asked you this question last time
Yeah,
that the reorder a particular list. So when we will when we'll be using in order to make a correct order line, so it's better to use the set function than list function, right?
correct. Yeah. You can do one more thing. Let's have a quick consultation on top of that. Suppose it's a list. Okay. I'm declaring same thing in a list. Excuse me. Suppose I'm louding too much, not sure. So just lowering my voice. Okay. If you are facing any difficulty, please tell me. So I'm declaring a list with the same elements. Now I'm printing the list. L- Printing list. Why it's okay? List it should be square brackets. Sorry for my bad. Why it's coming here? So you can see list it's not updating, but I need ordered thing in list. So last day we have worked with two methods. If you can, yeah, you told me we used reverse as well as we use sort. These two. So that's why we gone through the descending manner. We can do two things over here. So let's check it. I can convert the data type. That thing we also learned in yesterday's session. So I suppose I do not have this. I'm just commenting this thing out. So while commenting out, I can put this hash. Commenting out means the particular statement will not be it should not be executing while running this code. Okay. Now I'm declaring as. So I'm converting this L to set. Why it's not okay? Okay, not to set, only set. So last day we worked on top of the data type conversion. You remember? Do you remember that one, Tanvir? We worked integer to character or string to character conversion. So
Yes.
similarly, we can convert this list to set. Okay. Okay. After this, after the conversion, save it in S, then again convert it into list. So what we are doing, we are just converting it to set. That means now S will contain the ordered collection of unique objects. Then I'm converting it to list L. Ultimately, I'm getting the output of the same print statement. I'm putting it over here. I'll be getting output of ordered pair. Okay, so this is the ordered pair of unique objects. I'm just doing nothing. I'm converting it to set in this statement. Then again, I'm declaring the same thing and I'm converting the thing into list. So I'm getting the same list, same elements, but it's ordered and it's removing the duplicated elements. So if you want to get the list elements to having the set property, I can go ahead in this manner. Okay, that is clear. That concept, just to help you
Yes.
understanding with that example. Nothing but okay. Oh, sorry. Let me declare the same topic. I'm commenting in that S again. I'm eliminating those lines. So just to check the different methods available, Yeah, sorry. Okay, so it's a noise. So what are the different methods available in set? Okay, why sets have been used? I mean, it's been used for, if you can remember set theory. So the same kind of things we have learned in SQL as well part. So we are doing union all operation, difference,
Yeah.
intersection. Those are all set theory thing. So those things we can do over here on top of sets only. Suppose I have another set called S1. Okay, I'm declaring another set. Suppose over here 2, 4. It's a order. I mean, we can say it's a even number 6, 8, 10. Okay, we have two sets. So we can do union operation. Suppose union operation can be stored in S2 set. S2 equal, you can put S dot union. It's a method on top of S. I'm calling union operation, and within brace I can pass S1. That means S and S1's union should be present in S2. Okay, let's print the result of S2. Okay, so it's union, it's doing the union operation. The same kind of thing I can do intersection. Intersection means a common element should be returned. I think we are aware of this thing. Intersection is there. Okay, and what other things I can do? Difference. Difference is there. Okay, while using difference, we need to maintain over there which thing should be coming over here first. Difference means what extra element is there in S which are not present in S1. So if we put S1 at the beginning, that means what extra element S1 is having that is not present in S. So unlike that union and intersection, there is, I mean, we can put those two elements in any place or do those two set in any place, but in difference, it should affect the result, which thing I'm putting first and which thing I'm putting second. Okay, I think you can understand. Difference means the first one I'm putting means what extra element is there, it's not over here. Just like let me print the result. Why? What is the error? Okay, it's not difference. What is the thing? Difference. Yes. Okay, I missed R over here. Sorry. Difference. Okay. Why? Okay. Now S1 difference S means what is extra thing that is present in S1? It's not S. It's 8, 6, 10. Okay. Now I'm printing S1 over here. You can see a different result should be there. Sorry. Yeah. So it's 1, 3, 5. Okay. So this is the output difference. I hope this is understandable. So those are the thing union. Okay, clear means I can clear the set, copy. Those are same kind of thing, whatever we have learned in list. So clear means if we can put s dot clear, it will be clearing the particular set. You can see, and now is done, do not have any data. So clear means cleaning out all the data. What are the things? Copy. Copy is similar. Copy actually it's no, I mean nothing in use. I can just put copy s2 equal s dot copy. That means I'm declaring another set, copying the elements of s. Okay, this is one thing. Even I can directly delete this thing. I cannot use the copy. It will also do the similar kind of things. It will be just copying the entire sets to entire structure of set from S to S2. This is also same thing. Okay. So we can use copy, we cannot use, we can directly copy the entire set. So copy method, it's, I mean, very lessly used. Okay, one more topic I haven't mentioned in dictionary. I'm just quickly repeating. It will be helpful. So while declaring a dictionary, it was been covered in last working day. I'm just mentioning it once more time. So dictionary is also been declared within a curly braces. And in dictionary, the data is been stored in key and value pair. Okay. So key can be just like in previous example I have provided in this kind of example. So one is a key. The value of one is A. Okay. Just closing this one. Yeah, you can transcribe my voice, but yeah. 2B. So this is a dictionary. Dictionary, in this dictionary, we have three elements. This is the first element. The elements are being separated with comma, by comma. Okay. This is one element. This is second element. This is third element. Each of the elements should be having key value pair combination. This is key. This is value. This is key. This is value. This is key. This is value. Okay. So a key will be just storing the index of the element. This is the main element actually. This is the main value and this is working as the index. Okay. Now I want to show in dictionary key elements cannot be mutable in nature, but value can be mutable. That is why I can pass anything. Okay, let me print the result. Print D. So I can pass any mutable data type in keys. Suppose I want to pass true over here. Or let me pass a string. Suppose hello. So as we know, string is mutable data type. Okay, I can run it. Or I can pass over here a set. Or not set. I can use a tuple. I'm using a tuple instead of, I'm using a tuple over here in place of a key element. You can see it's a key. Okay, there will be no error. But if I'm using any list over here, it should be throwing me an error. Because I cannot use a key element which is mutable. Because key, while declaring a dictionary, they will emphasize the thing key cannot be modified. Key should be always fixed. But the value can be modified. I can use a mutable data type there as well. We have the flexibility in values portion to put any mutable data type or immutable data type, anything I can put over there. Suppose I'm putting a list over here, there will be no issue. Okay. I'm putting this kind of list over here, there will be no issue. Even I can use a dictionary over here too. In this place, over here as well. Okay, it's dictionary of another dictionary. So this is dictionary data type. There are few methods we have worked in dictionary in the last session. So it's very simple, you can check it. Okay, so those are the basic things on top of data types. I hope it's clear for everyone. Moving with some knowledge on the basic, just like conditional logic. What is conditional logic? Those are very few basic things we used to learn for each and every programming language, just for syntax, nothing else. Just like conditional logic, then for loop, while loop. Okay, I'm covering this thing one by one quickly. Data types part we have covered. So while doing the further programming things, we'll be using that each of the data types. So as we are learning the thing, so our concept should be clear at that time, why we are using this data type and all. So you can answer the same thing in your mind that this data type is immutable. That is why I'm using it over here. This is mutable. That is why I'm using it over here. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going with a conditional logic. Fine. So suppose I need to check out the elements which are divisible by. I need to check the elements which are divisible by 2. Okay. So how to do that? Let's declare an element. Suppose I. I is a variable. As of now, I'm putting it 10, value 10. So, okay, conditional statement can be doable by if else clause or case statement. Let's go ahead with the if else clause. If I percent 2 equal 0 means I'm dividing 2 equal 0 should be there. Okay. After that, a colon should be there. If I percent 2, I'm dividing I by 2. The remainder is 0. This is the operator which will be helping us with the remainder. As per the syntax, we have to put equal over here for if statement. For just like single equal, it should be double equal over here. Then colon, next statement, print. Print the input is a even number, or I can put the input is divisible by 2. Else, okay, one more thing. After putting this colon, when I'm putting the enter button, you can see a space is automatically taken. This space is called indentation in Python. Why this space is there? Because this particular statement will be executing under this statement. Okay. Because if this is occurring, then the print statement will be applicable, should be run under this statement. So it is also important thing, indentation over here in Python. In C or any other languages, we can, if we want to execute the same statement under any one statement, I can put a bracket. Okay. But over here, indentation concept is there. If I want to run one particular statement under any one statement, then I just need to put an indentation. I suppose I want to run anything under this statement. Then again, after this line, I have to put some indentation and I have to start this thing. That means a particular statement is running underneath which statement it will determine by these spaces. It's called indentation. Sorry, else should be running over here. Else, put another colon, put a enter, and you can see also indentation got added. Print the input is odd number. Okay. So I equal to 10. 10 is a even number. Let me run it. It's a even number. Let's change anything. Suppose it should be 5. Then it's not coming to this. It's coming over here. It's checking it's not true. It's coming over here. Else part. Else part is true. That's why it's printing the particular statement underneath else. Okay. Suppose let me modify this code a bit. So last we have used input function. Input means scanning some data from users. So input, I'm telling user enter a number to check. Okay. Okay, user will be inputting some number which will be storing inside I, but it should be character in data type. So I need to update this data type. That thing we have learned in last session. I'm just converting whatever I'm receiving input from user, I'm converting it to integer data type and storing it to I. Otherwise, this will fail. Okay. Now running the program, enter number to check. let me put suppose 65. Putting enter, this is the input is a odd number. Okay, I can rerun it. Let me put 90. Okay, the input is the even number. This kind of small, this is a small code snippet. We can use this thing. This is the this is how we can work on top of if and else. Okay, things are clear for everyone. How conditional statement works in Python?
Yes. So
Yes.
so conditional statement is like basically the if function that we use on Excel, something like. That's like
Conditional statement, I mean, just like condition should be there. Some condition, if this condition happens, I can put lots of things over here. I can do some calculations, then I can print the result. So conditions is nothing but you can put some condition and the output should be based on this condition. I can put lots of steps one over step, lots of step over here underneath this if statement. Step 1, then step 2. Then underneath step 2, maybe I'm adding step 3. This is a bit complex. Just to let you know, if statement, if this is the statement, then this step will be occurring. If those are not the statement, then this statement will be occurring. I mean, executing. This is the conditional thing. Tanvir, you are asking something else. I didn't get whether I can able to.
no, I was asking that this is something similar to like Excel if function.
Yeah, it's
So
same. Yeah, actually, in each of the programming languages, when we are learning SQL as well, there is also conditional statement. Yeah, conditional statement
so
should be there.
I
Yeah.
completely unrelated question, but I want to like ask it. So is like this is the DAX language that we are talking about? DAX is DAX?
No, this is not exactly DAX.
Okay, okay.
Okay. It's just like simple conditional statement that can be usable for each and individual every programming languages. So just like you are imposing some condition, if this is the condition, suppose you have lots of data set over there. Uh, so you are handling the data. You have to handle the data. You have to classify the data based on two category. Either it can be this or this. For this thing, you can use this if else statement. Okay, that's it. That is how if else can be worked, but that can be much more complex. Lots of steps I can introduce over here, but the condition should be this. We need to put the condition after the if keyword, then put colon, and then do these things. Suppose when we are working in a, I mean, as an architect, suppose I'm taking some data from S3 bucket. I'm checking file availability over there. If the file is available, then we will be loading the file with some other thing. If the file is not available, we have to load the file from some other places and all. So over there as well in Python, if suppose we are using PySpark languages. So while checking the thing, I can check with the if statement. If the file exists, then we need to read the file data in this manner. If the file doesn't exist, I have to read the file from another systems and printing some other things. So this kind of a bit complex usage of this while using this thing in ETL tools and all. So just like it's a condition, when you need to classify the information based on conditions, then you have to use if else statement. Okay, I'm removing it. For loop. So looping part means, okay, let me show you. Loop means the same things or, okay, let me give you an example. What is loop? I'm starting with for loop. For loop should be start with for keyword. iterable variable, iteration variables you need to put, suppose I, that variable you no need to declare it, you directly have to declare it inside the for loop itself. For I in, you need to put some iterables over here. So what is iterable? Iterable is nothing but collection of multiple elements. We already learned about few of the iterables, just like string is a iterable. List is a iterable. Let's use a list over here. L, suppose L is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, let's put some character J. Let's put hello. Okay, so we can use L as iterables because it's a collection of multiple elements. For I is a loop variable or iteration variable. I in L means I in this L, putting colon, press enter. So it's also taking an indentation. Underneath which statement should be running inside, under this for loop. I'm printing I over here. Okay, so I is a particular loop variable which should be operating on top of this iterables L, that is the list, and printing I. So it's giving us the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, J hello. What it's doing? So I iterables, it's taking this iterable at a time, it's catching one particular element and returning in print statement. So we have this many iterations over here, means each time we are running this. So when it's executing for the first time, I is capturing the value 1 and it's coming over here, it's printing 1. It's going back to this for loop again because the iterations are not finished. There is lot of elements to be returned yet. So I is capturing the second one, that is 2. Now printing the 2, then again it's coming over here. The next element is 3, it's returning 3. It's coming over here in the for loop. The next element is 4, it's returning over here. So that is why that is called iterations. If we have multiple things, suppose I need to run a particular things. Suppose I need to check some databases tables. How many tables are there? I just need to fetch the information from a database. So I can create this kind of for loops pointing to a databases information schemas, how many tables are there, and I can print those things. So that is usage of for loop. Okay. But over here in this position, iterables must be there. Otherwise, it should not be work. It should not be work in a single element. Okay, if I just run this, it should only print only one result. So there is no, I can directly print only A. So that is, why we are using iterations or iterables over here? Just to iterate the loops again and again to get our proper output multiple times. Okay. So this is how for loop should work. I can also use some dictionary over here. The dictionary, using a dictionary, it's a bit difficult or different. Similar kind of things, it can be worked on top of tuples. Let me use a dictionary. So dictionary should be declared within curly braces. I missed comment. Okay, I'm putting 3 element over here again. So 1A, 2B, 3C. Now I in D. Now I'm working this dictionary as a iterable. I in D, print I. What it should print? You can get the keys element if we directly print the dictionary. Okay, I in D. Let's put the usage of methods. D dot values. If I'm doing these things, if I run the thing, it will be returning the values A, B, C, not the keys. If we put the keys, it's the same thing what we have checked in the last example. Keys will be returning only the keys. Okay. If we just want to print the entire thing, the key value combination, what we need to put there, it should be items. You can see each items are being returned in a tuple format. 1A, 2B, 3C. Okay, dictionary, it's a bit different based on whether key should be returned, whether value should be returned, or whether the entire element should be returned. We can use this kind of methods over here. Okay. Apart from that, we can use a range function as the iterables. How range function should work? Range. So range function, inside the range, we can create random numbers. We have to put the first element, suppose 1. We can put the last element, suppose 10. Okay. There is another, okay, it should be separated by comma, not colon. Okay, so I in range 1 to 10 means first element. This is not the last element. Actually, the thing should work less than this element. That means last element should be 9. Okay, let me print the result. Now this thing is not working, although I'm putting it over here. So I is working on top of a range function. Now I'm printing the I. It should be returning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I can put another field. This is third field, which is how much interval I'll be capturing the record. By default, it is 1. If I'm not putting anything, it is 1. Let's put 2 over here. You can get the difference. So the difference is this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So range function is having 3 fields. The first one is the initialization. What is the first element? This is the last element. I mean, less than that element should be printed. Then the number of intervals. I need to print the result. That is how range function should work. Very, very important thing. The things are clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure, Evan. It's a bit as you were starting with a new thing for IT
Yeah,
career.
I had to go through the previous classes.
Yeah. If you are facing anything, any difficulties, please tell me. Otherwise, it's very much difficult for that thing too. Then you have to join the next channel from the starting thing. Actually, it's very
Yeah,
simple, very,
that's
very
all right.
simple.
I'll just
Just
go.
you need to
Yeah, I'll just
understand.
refer the whole classes first.
Yeah. Check it. I hope you can able to understand. IT
Yeah,
thing is very
kind
simple.
of.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're telling something?
Not actually, nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Actually, I already exceeded the time. Let me tell some more things on while loop as well. Let me complete the loop system, then I'll close today's session. Okay, one more thing, user-defined function. That thing we will be starting from tomorrow's class. Okay, let me cover for loop, some other things. Iterables we cover, dictionary, maintaining indentation. Yes. So over here, we are also maintaining the indentation. So indentation is also necessary over here. If we do not maintain the indentation, suppose I do not maintain indentation over here. So for I in range this, okay, it's giving me error because it's not able to get what is I in this statement. If I run underneath this, then only I can get what is I. Okay, because I is been declared in for statement. So this kind of indentation is very much necessary over here too, just like if else condition. So which statement should be running underneath which? That is necessary. Over here, range function we have work nested loop. This is also very much important concept. If we run one loop underneath one another loop, that is called nested loop. Okay, let's run. Let me decrease the list a bit. Small one, 1 to 3, suppose. Okay, let's declare another for loop inside this for loop. For I'm taking another loop variable, suppose k, in list, this list, print I comma k. Okay, let's print the result, then we can explain what is this. This is not required. I can eliminate or I can comment it out. Okay, let me delete it. I'm running this thing. Okay, so what it's doing? Okay, let me put some not integer. Let me put some, sorry, character. Then the output should be easily visible. So in L, I'm declaring ABC. Okay, so what it's doing, first it's coming to this loop. I will be taking the first element, that is 1. It's coming to the next iteration, the next executable statement, that is this. Then it's coming with L, the next iterables, that is L, and each of the element of L is been captured by K variable. Okay, so for each of the element of this for loop, this print statement is occurring. For each of the element of this for loop, this K will be running. So you can see 1 is fixed. So from the first iterable, 1 is fixed. We are completing all the iterations from this list, from the second executable statement. So 1A, 1B, 1C. Then it will be checking, nothing is present, nothing is left for this loop. It will be going back to this parent loop again. Okay. Okay. The second iterable, its interval is 2. That means the second element of this for loop is 3. So it's completing all the things for 1A, 1B, 1C. Then it's coming for 3. So again, 3A, 3B, 3C, then it will be coming for 5. So as this for loop is executing under this for loop, for each of the element of this for loop, it will be repeating all the iterables underneath this for loop statement. When this has been finished or completed, when this is accomplished, it will be coming back over here with the next iteration. That means 3. So it will be coming again over here. All possible combinations of 3, it should be printing. Then it will be coming over here. It is 5. It will be printing all the possible combinations of 5 and so on. Okay. That's it. Nested for loop is the example is this. Moving ahead with the next topic, that is while loop. Okay, while loop is nothing but another kind of, it's as we have used for loop, similar kind of thing is while loop. But the declaration or the structure is it's a bit different. Okay. So how to use while loop? Underneath while, we need to create the statement where I less than 10. Suppose this is the thing. Okay, I found some question. I'll have to drop. I'll catch up from the recordings. Thank you. Okay, then let's cover while loop in tomorrow's session. I think we have already exited. Is it fine? Tanvir will be covering while loop as well
Yeah,
as the next.
sure, no problem.
As I have added a bit, started a bit late. Tomorrow I'll be trying to cover while loop, break continue, user defined function, and whatever is already been scheduled for tomorrow's session, that is especially class. Class is very, very important topic. Then we will be starting Python as a data engineering topic. If we are having time, we will be starting from tomorrow onwards. We will be importing pandas. Pandas is one of the main important thing, especially for the data engineers. And we'll be learning on top of data, pandas, how to work and everything. Okay, so let's connect.
Can we start one sec. Can we start the engineering thing on Monday, please? Because I have like this final exam sort of thing. So tomorrow
Okay,
I might not be able to. Yeah, that's
okay,
why.
okay, okay, fine, fine. So yeah, I'll be starting pandas from Monday onwards. So tomorrow let's cover the rest of the things. While you break and continue classes, or I can give a bit introduction of top of pandas and all, but definitely Monday I'll be recapping the thing for pandas. Okay, the most of the things I'll be starting from Monday onwards. Just I'll be giving some introductions if we have some time in tomorrow's session. Otherwise, we'll be covering everything or starting the data frame related stuffs from Monday onwards. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Thanks everyone. Have a great day and best of luck then before your exam.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye bye. Have a great day.